Hey everybody, if you offend easily, then hey laser lips, your mama was a snowblower. If you know, you know. If you're nostalgic, you recognize. Either way, I was out of ideas today on what to come up with for my intro, so that is what I went with, and that is what y'all are stuck with, and too bad, so sad. So we're again going after this new deck that I am just growing to love so much, and as I said in the last video, that um I don't like to read for myself I don't like to read for anybody that damn often. So that's kind of why I've been skipping more days here and there doing my videos, because it's kind of hard to do frequent videos on the same subjects again and again and again and again. So what I've started to do is do readings about and for the people around me. You know, this video is for you. But the problem I'm having with that is that I'm a grumpy bitch, and I don't have a lot of people around me anymore. This is where I need y'all customers. You know, I get to deal with y'all in small increments of time, so I can actually be nicer to y'all than I am to most people around me. It takes a strong kind of person to put up with my stuff, okay? So either way, we're doing a reading today for my bestie, and I wanted her to, because I know she's getting ready for the school year. So you know, I just wanted to do a quick little reading for her, you know, check in, make sure she's okay, see how she's doing. And if it gets a little too personal out of the reading, well, y'all just aren't going to know some information. But this reading's for her, and love you dearly. Looking forward to party this week. All right. So see you then. And in the meantime, ooh, we have the Page of Cups. This is one I haven't had before. Okay, and for those who are just now joining in, this channel is me doing random discussions and psychic readings. And this particular time I have a new deck that it comes from folklore and legends from around the world, and even some religions from around the world. So if I pronounce anything wrong, I apologize in advance. Feel free to come and correct me in the comments, but do it nicely, because Saint Alan, my husband, filters all the comments for me to make sure that I don't get any, you know, undue stress because someone's opinion stinks. Okay, so yeah, let's see what this particular card is. And because this is a new deck to me, and because it comes with lore and legends in the book, I'm actually reading from the book. It's not that I don't know my cards, although sometimes I have to reference it with the deck I know the best, because, well, each deck has its own, you know? Anyway, oh yeah, I'm going to mispronounce this one. I apologize in advance. So, Page of Cups, although it was in reverse for me. So, Page of Cups, Bakunawa, and the Seven Moons. So, Filipino mythology. The Page of Cups is connected to his emotions and expresses himself wholly with youthful purity. In this card, one of the 7 young moon siblings plays with Turshen, the Chinese god of same-sex relationships, who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. Hell yeah. In the reverse position, it is bad news, jealousy, obsession, childhood problems, and immaturity. Trying to dial into my friend here, so I'm hoping that I'm there. Let's see what else comes up here, okay? Let's see, it's another. This is, oh, worrisome. So worrisome. So worrisome. 2 of coins. That's not a good sign. I mean, normally it's a good sign. Well, normally it's an okay sign, but Lord, my sinuses are going haywire for some reason today. So if you hear me doing a lot of that's what's going on, okay? And as always, if you happen to get a cold reading out of this, good for you. You got a free reading. Ooh. Let me show y'all this card again. All right. So we have. Oh, I can't pronounce that, and I'm gonna butcher it badly. Ripsunt, Ripsunt, Ripsunt. Wow. It's Pacific Northwest Haida mythology. The 2 of Cups represents the skill needed to balance opposing forces in life. For Ripsunt, Wow. The bear world and human world collide. She embodies the dualities of work and family, hobbies and careers, and wants versus needs. Okay, so this is not bad just because she looks like she's got a very stressed look on her face. I was worried there for a second. So, upright, it is multitasking, balance, choice, flexibility, and prioritization, which that's okay, that's my friend. I always think that she's got everything together so well. So cool. Yeah, work and motherhood. That's totally my friend. Okay. All right. Now that we've got a little confirmation that the cards are correctly dialed in, because sometimes you got to ask them, hey, do you have the right person? Oh, I know this one. It's Janus. Two of Wands. I know this one. You see, he's a two-headed guy. This is Roman mythology. Yeah, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Other direction. Here's another thing too. This deck doesn't go in the typical order I'm used to. It's Janus, Italy, Roman mythology. The Two of Wands represents travel and commerce. Janus, the god of doorways and transition, is able to look to the past and the future in order to make effective decisions. He is always in motion, connecting dreams to actual possibilities. And he was in the upright position, so he has decisions, travel, business opportunities, future planning, and cooperation. My friend, I know you were contemplating some sort of travel. Apparently, that is definitely a possibility for your future if you are so inclined. Glad for that. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm going to reverse this because we cut our deck a lot to make sure we get the most random pull. And that's the one that wanted to talk. Ooh, I'm not used to this one. It's still a new deck to me. Knight of Wands. This looks like something I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Tatterhood. Norway, Norwegian fairy tale. The Knight of Wands represents a fearless fighter, eager to charge into battle, especially if it means defending someone she loves. Reckless and unafraid, Tattered grabs what she wants to claim the future she desires. Upright, it is adventure, passion, a rebellion, a flirt, a hot temper. Well, you wanted adventure, apparently you're getting it. And you get to win your battle. Whatever you were trying to do, you get to win your battle. So good for you. Glad to hear it. Ooh, King of Coins. In reverse. That's a little worrisome. All right. Get him in the upright position. Yeah. All right. I'll give you a chance to really take a good look at it before I move it. Yeah, or if need be, pause the video, look at it. You know, the good stuff. King of Coins. Wow. I'm going to do this wrong. Hanuna. One of those, I think. The world turtle. It is from the Iroquois mythology. The King of Coins represents stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. He may not be an active participant in their lives, but he is always dependable, slow, and steady. In reverse, it is corruption, materialism, ruthlessness, authority, and indulgence. So apparently that's who you're going to battle with. I have no doubt that represents someone you are well aware of who that is. So, all right. So we're going to give a 2-card outcome and then call it a 2, all right? Because we're not trying to pry at the same time, you know? This is your reading. All right, so we have six of Swords. And it's in reverse, okay? So, 6 of Swords. Take a good look, all right? And remember, it's in reverse. So, outcome card, 6 of Swords. Danae and Perseus. Danae, and Perseus. Greece, Greek mythology. The 6 of Swords represents leaving behind tumultuous waters for a future that is calm and promising. After being imprisoned by her own father, Danae and her young son Perseus escape. Perseus will eventually grow to defeat the Gorgon Medusa. In reverse. Feeling trapped, instability, canceled travel, abuse, and unresolved issues. Really? You were planning for that. Something gets messed on the travel. And then last but not least, we have a reverse moon. So, moon card. Reverse moon. Well, you make plans to travel, apparently. Which we already knew that. Ah, Princess Kaguya. Japan, Japanese fairy tale. The moon is the subconscious and all its illusion. The moon is the subconscious and all its illusions, potentials, pitfalls, and the possibility of self-deception. Here, two tanukis, shape-shifting raccoon-like animals. It is down at the bottom of the card. Okay. Each stare at a different moon, though it is not clear which one is the real one. And again, we're going to show you. It's looking at the moon down at the bottom and looking at the moon up at the top. Okay? All right. So in reverse, it is joy, enlightenment, resolution, deception revealed, and relief. So apparently you get a resolution you want out of the circumstance. Something goes favorably, even if it threatens your travel plans. Have some faith. Apparently you win. We have multiple references here to whatever you're about to go up against, and I think I know. You're going to win, and that's good. And I just want to pull one more card asking about any travel plans that you may have had. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Oh, yeah. The Pandavas. India, Sanskrit epic poem. The 5 of Wands is represented here by the Pandavas, 5 brothers who embody unity in the face of conflict. The 5 brothers have been known to bicker and play fight, but they also care deeply for one another. A resolution to their strife only comes from good communication. So it's rivalry, opponents, disagreement, competition, and clashing egos. So you're going to have to fight for your right to party. All right, folks, I've let y'all into somebody else's business long enough. So there's your reading. Bye, y'all.